Alright, so welcome to this second part now, and we will really try to create this thing down here, this here. So first of all, we need to duplicate one of those things that we already have in the scene. So let's just simply, I don't know, take the gold one, and we will get rid of all those. No, we don't really need to get rid of the materials yet. It's okay, we can leave them on. Let's jump out of the camera, give the camera protection tag. I think I moved the camera before and delete it. Let's also get rid of the camera here so we don't see it in the scene. And let's rotate this thing here for now for exactly 180 degrees. Okay, and let's go options, tick textures off so we can really see what's going on in the scene. And I think we need to model this ring here, this little ring. I mean, we could also make it with a displacement map, but I think it's better to model this ring in here, to be honest. So let's just go knifey, and let's get rid of the subdivision surface for now, because I really want to see what I'm doing. Okay, and this line already looks pretty good for us. Let's just check how big this line is. It's not really that big. I mean, and let's see where it's aligned. It's really a little bit closer to here, I guess. So I don't know, let's maybe try it like this. Let's go select loop selection and let's go extrude without any caps. Extrude Reno, something like this. Let's turn back on the subdivision surface and let me take a look. Yeah, might look okay. We only need to, I think it's a little bit too far out maybe, and we need to push it a little bit more back. So let's just simply go back and let me look at these lines here. Okay, let's go into line mode, select loop selection, and we will bring those two lines a little bit more into the back. So let's go slide, bring it like this, and let's go extrude again. And let's just extrude it for 0.05 this time. Let's turn back on the subdivide. Go garage shading. And let's go into object mode. Might still be too much. I think it's just a little bit. Okay, but I think we are here pretty close. So let's just extrude again, and this time we will only extrude. Let's go back. Let's extrude this here for 0.01. We can't go lower than this anyway. Let's turn back on the subdivision surface and let's see what we get. Yeah, I think this is good. I like this. That's pretty close, I guess. Alright. The next thing we need to do is we need to create this map. So we need to find, first of all, this Nespresso logo, and then we also need to find some kind of font they used, or we just simply go with our own font. I mean, for this tutorial purpose, it's not really necessary. If you really would do this for Nestle, you would get all those textures probably anyway, or at least the font that they used for this. So let's just jump on the internet and search for this texture. So just simply one Nespresso logo, and we'll just simply download this one. It's a really big resolution, and it's already black and white, and it's even with an alpha channel. Oh, sweet mother. Okay, that's perfect. It's not perfectly black yet. I think there's some red streak down here. What the cappuccino? What is going on? Why is there a red streak? Nobody knows. Okay, let's maybe search for a different map. Maybe not. Maybe yes. Not sure. Let's look at this logo here again. Okay. Definitely come in with this one. I think we can just use this one. This looks pretty good. But also, we might want to use this Nespresso logo maybe instead of this Apricio. Then we should really download something where... Oh, this is some kind of pure quality, I guess. Oh, a little bit too low. Nespresso. We could also go here and Google search options and then size big. So we're only really getting the big stuff in here. This is 5000 by 1221. Yeah, let's just simply download this one here. Looking good. Oh yeah, that's really clean. It's probably some nice Illustrator work, I guess. Let me save this in the same folder as well. So here, okay, perfect. So we have our Nespresso logo and also our Nespresso font. And I think we will just simply use this Nespresso font instead of this Arpeggio or whatever this means. Or Arpeggio. I'm not even sure. Is this Italian? Probably Italian, right? No, I guess so. Yeah, not sure. Might be. And my Italiano is not really that good. Posso presentarti a mio amici Dominic. I think this is one of the things that I remember from my 1-year Italian class. Okay, enough of this. First of all, we need to... No, we don't even need to, first of all, do anything. We just go here, load this Nespresso logo, and really try to make the background here really black. So let me take this one, let me change this here to black, and just drop the ink in. Perfect. Still looking good enough. That's fine. Let's open the second one. Nespresso logo. Okay. And I think that's already a nice black-white map. And let's make another 2048 by 2048 map. And click OK. And we will bring this over here. Da-da-dum. Make one layer that is completely black in the background. So let's get rid of this white one here. Let's make this black here in the back. Let's go back to black and take this Nespresso logo as well. Now we will, okay, this is still a little bit of a white, if you look here, still has a little bit of a white surrounding. So we will just simply try to select this like this here. Make sure that we're on the right layer and make this black here as well. Let's just click a few more times, okay. Let's do the same thing here. Few more times. Okay, now we're completely black. That's good. So we're not getting any edges that we don't want. Let's scale this down. Hold down the Shift key while we're scaling. So Control T and then scaling with Shift. So we hold the proportions here. And then we will take this Nespresso logo, make the exact same thing here. Make this way smaller. Let's maybe bring this down here. Let's try to create this, recreate this a little bit. Let's maybe get also rid of this N from Nespresso, so it just says Espresso. Might look a little bit cooler, I don't know, maybe it does. Let's just make a selection here, and let's delete this away and this one here as well. Okay, looking good. And let's look at this picture and let's see what we can do. Okay, this is in the middle, this is somewhere on the top, and then there's left and right. Okay, and there is also here another Nespresso logo, and here and here. So we'll just simply try to adjust this somehow like this. So let's bring the Espresso logo over here, kinda. A little bit down like this. Okay, let's duplicate it, Alt and left click, drag and drop. And we bring this Espresso logo over here as well. A little closer, like this. With the arrow keys on my keyboard. Let's check again. Okay, let's bring this Nespresso logo. No, let's duplicate this first of all, once again. Bring this down here. Yes, that's good. A little bit like this, okay. Duplicate it once more, bring it over here, I think, right? Yes. Yes, yes. And maybe now let's duplicate this Nestle logo, bring it. Where can we bring it? Ah, okay. Really simple, down here. And then we could bring it over here. And over here. Okay, that's good. Somehow, I guess. Okay. Like this. Let's duplicate it once more. And bring it over here. So that's looking good, I think. And now we can just simply go Espresso once again. So down here. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. So here we go, okay. Bring this a little bit more up. And I think this should then be good enough for our map, I think. If we make it like this and like this. Okay, bring this a little bit more in. Duplicate this once again and bring this down here. Yes. Okay, alright. And I think that's it. Is this space enough here? Let's maybe just select all of those layers, Control T, and let's scale this a little bit more out so we fill this space a little bit better up. Let's bring this back into place. Something like, let me look at this. I think it's okay. I think the space, maybe even a little bit more. Scale it out a little bit more. Okay. Perfect. Let's bring it back into place. Okay. And let's save it for now. File save as TIFF. Yes, Nespresso. Yeah, I can save it here for now. Let's call this just simply displacement. The other thing is we also need to bring in here those strokes that are on this thing, as you can see. So there are some kind of really slight strokes going from left to right, so we need to bring this in as well. So I think what we could do is there is also really a kind of a mistake that I made, I think. Let me think about this. How can I do this? Okay, it doesn't matter. We don't have this Nespresso box right now, but I think this doesn't really matter, to be honest. It's really, we should care about this too much. What we really should care about are those strokes here. So we could try to make a map right under this here. So let's load the same map that we already created, this bump map. Let me search for it quickly. I think this map might come in handy. No, capsule bump, yeah, exactly. This one. Let me make this editable and let me bring this over here. And let's just bring it way down so it's really laying under everything. So like this. Oh, now we have really a problem, kinda. Maybe not. Let's change the map like this. Apply. Let's transform it once again. And bring it like this. This will not work so well with all those black in probably. So I think we have to do some work here. So we need to get rid of all the blacks. Okay. And here. And here. And here. Okay, this can be a little bit of more work. Well, not really. Just a little bit. Select those blacks here as well. Okay. And then this map. Okay, it's down here. Okay, good. Next map, this one. Very good. And delete everything away here. I mean, you can just simply skip this part and just load the map when it's done. That's no problem with me, because it's just simply the same stuff over and over again. I guess that's not so interesting, but I'm still recording it. I mean, why not? If you really want to follow along completely. I don't want to take this away from somebody that might wants to watch it. Okay. And maybe we are good. Maybe. Let's save this. First of all, file save again as TIFF. And let's save this to the desktop in my Nespresso folder. Displacement from TIFF just simply overwritten. Or maybe I don't want to overwrite this yet. Let's just simply call this displacement 2. Because we might have to, if this doesn't work out like expected, we might have to go down a different road. So yeah. Okay, let's go Cinema 4D. Load a normal Cinema 4D material like before, so we can really see how the texture is aligned here. And let's take this one and let's bring it into... first of all, we need to make a selection tag, of course, for this thing up here. So we really need it for everything here. So this line. Okay. Just making sure that I don't forget anything here. Oh, okay. Let's just select it. Select this one like this without loop selection. I just want to make sure, because we extruded here a little bit, right? So there should be 2 more edges, but I can't. Maybe they are selected already. Okay, let's go select set selection. And let's bring this material exactly between those 2 selection tags. And let's select this one. And let's see what we get. Let's go options textures. And whoa, this is not good. So this is a completely destroyed, this is what a complete destroyed UV map looks like, by the way. Really cool, as you can see. So let's go cubic. And let's bring this in, like maybe 1010. Might even need to go lower, extremely lower. Let's go 1.1. Oh, yes. Yes, sir. Let's go 2.2. Make this bigger. And I don't like how this gets repeated right now. Maybe something like this. This might look okay. Yeah, I think I like this. I mean, it doesn't have to be, I mean, we can go down here a little in the offset, so this one end logo is really in the middle. So let's go 0.01 here. Okay, let's go 0.1. I mean, we could also UV unwrap that, but when you know me, I think this is even faster than UV unwrapping. UV unwrapping would just simply take so long. I don't know, or take too long. Okay, I think it's now pretty much in the middle. And I think we can go a little bit bigger. Let's go 3.3. So we don't have so much repetition. And now we need to go back here a little bit. Let me change this here around till we find something that is... Okay, let's go 19.1. Oh, okay. Completely missed that one. Okay, let's go 18.9. Oh, wow. 18.9. Okay, 18.5. Okay, looking good. And here we go 0.4. 0.5. Yeah, and we're pretty much there. But I think it's now a little bit too. So let's go 2.5 here. 2.5 and 2.5 here as well. So we have to align this once again. I think we could do this quicker if we jump here into this texture mode. And now we should be able to only move the texture. But since it's so small, it's moving so fast that this method here is really faster. So this is why I didn't show this off, to be honest. And I'm saying, to be honest, again, really often today. Let's try this with 0.6 and 0.8 might be the right value. Yeah, might be. But now it looks really kind of weird, right? This is... Okay, let's maybe just go back with 2-3% and let's just... Or maybe go back where we were smaller. Yeah, let's go back. Let's stick with that, 2%. Let's create shader cinema of the octane material. Load the exact same map here and diffuse. I mean, I'm not even sure. We don't even need to load it in diffuse, to be honest. I think the diffuse needs to be black, so we need to make somehow a metal material. So let's make this black. Go with the index maybe here. Let's go glossy. Go index 4, and let's just load this into the bump. And let's go down with the roughness, really low. Well, let's first of all see what the bump does to our texture, and then we can change the roughness accordingly to that. Okay, it doesn't look too shavy right now. Let's drop it on here. Let's go file save. Let's take our second camera that we have here. Let me delete this tag. I don't really need this. Let me start up Octane and let's see what we get here. Okay, our ring gets a little bit overruled and the map is going exactly in the wrong direction. So we need to change this. So let's go invert, I think, and let's go down here really with the bump. Something like this. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad right away. Why? Why is it not more challenging? We might have to change the bump map a little bit. We need to make this smaller because there are a lot of streaks in there. Right now it just simply looks too big. So we just take this map here, go Control T, make this smaller like this. Maybe like, I don't know, this. And then we just simply duplicate this map like this, and I don't know, bring it into place. And then we select those two and duplicate those two and bring them up, and this should give us way smaller strokes. So let's go save as, overwrite this here, discard layers, okay, and let's reload this in Octane. Here's the reload button. Let's see what we get this time. I don't know if this looks perfect, to be honest. Okay. We power 0.3. I think this is still too... We need more strokes. We definitely need more strokes here. Maybe let's reload Octane. I just want to make sure that this map really got reloaded for the changes that we made. Yeah, seems like it got good reloaded. Okay, so let's even go smaller. Let's make one layer out of those. So let's select those 4 layers that we have here and go layer merge layers. And then we make this one really small. And do the exact same thing again. So let's duplicate this, bring this up, and do the same thing again. Oh, sorry. Select those two and make this over again. This is why it's really a good idea to keep Photoshop opened up. And let's save this. Even though we have now a lot of repetitions, this doesn't really matter for this small shot here. Displacement 2, let's override it, discard layers, okay. Let's go reload. And I think now we're pretty good. Let me change the bump a little bit more up, so we can see what we get here. Maybe too much repetitions, I'm not sure. Yeah, no, this doesn't look good. This is not good. This gets repeated way too often now. Way too often. Yeah, UV unwrap might here really be better because of our scaling inside of Cinema 4D. Of course, this map also got scaled a lot down, so these are really small strokes now, but they also get repeated a lot now in Cinema 4D. This would probably look good if we would go here, what, 100 here in the lengths. Let's check this. No, not even done. Okay. Let's maybe like this, 34, 26. Oh, now I'm going already in the minus direction. Let's just change it like this, more down. Yeah, now we would start to get some really nice lines, somewhere around here. So 5%. What we could do, we could try, and also we start to see the ring, which I really like. But now we're already getting some, and also the lines are here a little bit too big. What we can do is we can try a mix material inside of the bump map. So one bump for this here, for the stroke. So we only load the stroke map, get this in place, and then we could use a different map in the mix texture and bring this in place a little bit better. Let's just try that. I mean, I haven't tried this before to be completely clear here. So let's just get rid of all the stuff here. And let me turn back on this layer. Let's just save this map here out separately. So let's save as strokes here. Let's go strokes. Discard layers, yes, okay. Otherwise the file will just simply be too big and absolutely not necessary for what we are doing. So let's load the strokes here. And let's go. I'm not sure if this will be working, but I hope it will. And let's go. First of all, let's change the length here back to 0. Also here to 0. Oh, not really 0, sorry, let's change this to 1%. And here 1%. But this is really, but I think we need something like this. We need really this kind of small strokes as well, so they shouldn't be too big. Let's maybe go here 4. And let's try to open this up a little bit. Yeah, maybe let's go 3. Okay, let's go lower the bump here really to 0.2. So we get a little bit something. Yeah, now it starts looking good. Now we're getting something. Let's maybe go 0.3. 0.3 might be fine. And let's go back. No, I think this looks okay. This looks okay. We might only have to work with the color here a little bit more and with the index, but that's really about it. Okay, so let's say this is okay. Let's go mix texture. Cinema for the octane mix texture. And let me load my second map. Oh, I need to save this map now without this here. So let's enable all of this stuff here. And let's disable all our backgrounds, just not the black map. We should leave that. File save as this. Oh, we have already saved it out. Okay, whoops. Whoopsie poopsie. And let's just load it here into the bump, in the second image texture. Let's go displacement here, yes. And now we can go here UV transform in this thing, and I hope this works now, and we can make here the scale really small. So let's go 0.25 here, 0.25, 0.25. This is way too small. 0.5, 0.5, and yeah, and let's bring it. Let's maybe make it a little bit bigger. 0.6, 0.6, and now we can also transform it here, and let's bring it into place. Yes, maybe a little bit bigger. 0.7, 0.7, and transform it again. Bring this N here really into the middle of this box. Yeah, I think it's working like that. I like it. This is now maybe a little bit too big. Let's maybe go 0.65. I'm really nerdy like that, you know. If I don't like it, I really need to change those values around till I really like them. Okay, so let's bring this up. Let's bring it over here, I mean. Let's bring it up. Yes, perfect. And let's make maybe the strokes a little bit harder in the back. Is this standing out or is this... this is standing out, and I think this is... We should really make this standing, but I think it is standing out right now, right? Let me just invert this to see a difference. Yeah, now it's standing. I think it looks better like this, even though this is not the original, but I think it looks better like this. And we should also go down with the power here, maybe to 0.1, otherwise this will just be too hard. And let's maybe change this again to invert, make this a little bit smaller. I still don't like it, 0.6. Let's go 0.6 in the scale, and let's bring this back in here. Now I'm working with the scale again. That was my fault, sorry. Let's transform this like this and bring it over here. Yeah, looking good, looking good. Okay. I just want to have this Nespresso logo somewhere in again. So we need to go lower here again, 0.5. So we just simply, we go with 0.5 now and then we leave it. Otherwise I think some of you might go nuts on me in the forum or somewhere else and kick my butt that I'm doing so much unnecessary stuff. Really sorry about that. Yeah, I think now I can leave it somehow. Somehow I can leave it. Let's maybe go with the bump a little bit lower, 0.05. And let's go maybe in the other map. Let's go here a little bit stronger, maybe like 0.5. And let's change the Nespresso logo again from invert to... Oh, it's not inverted right now. Now it's inverted. I think it looks better like this. And we need to change the map here a little bit more. This map. So let's just go a UV transform here as well and check a little bit the scale so we make this a little bit better. No, that's not good. No, the scale is also not good. Let's bring this down here. In the Y. Not such a good idea, I guess. Okay, let's bring this up, back up again. I really don't like this yet. I really don't. I really don't. It's not nice. Let's bring this down. No, doesn't look good, doesn't look good, doesn't look good. I think I have to make this, I have to reload a different map here, definitely. Let me load a different map, because this map is just too small now. Where did we save our last map? Somewhere around here, right? ZeroToHero, let's do this. Capsule bump, yes. And let me rotate this. Hello? Not rotating? No? Oh, now it's rotating. Okay. Let me get this into place. Okay, let's go way down here with the bump. Maybe even a little bit more. So we're just seeing really nice and fine strokes here. So let's go 0.01. Okay, let's bring this up to 0.1. Yeah. But we need to make it smaller, that's for sure. Let's go down in the X. And let's go down in the Y. Yeah, I think we're getting closer. We're getting closer. But let's go down with the bump to 0.05. Should really be just slightly visible. I think now maybe. Let me get rid of the invert. Now, okay, let me go here 0.5 for now, so I can really see what's going on with this bump map and how it does look. So a lot of small strokes. Maybe we should just simply go here 0.8, and let's go here in the Y 0.8 as well. And let's go down here now with the bump to 0.05. Okay, let's bump it up. Bump it up, homeboy, don't you stop. Okay. Also doesn't look too bad. Let's maybe bring down the X maybe to 0.05. Or 0.5, I mean. Maybe 0.2. What do we get? And let's bring this down to 0.4, the X. No, I can't really tell that I like it yet. I can't really tell that I like it. It's also a little bit too less reflective. For now, this is for sure. What kind of roughness do we have? Let's go a little bit more down low here. The bump is of course also taking away a lot of those reflections. Maybe this makes it look a little bit better. I think we are too small now. Let's just simply change it back to 1, those values. This might look okay. I think we only need to go down here with the power maybe to 0.05 back again. Alright. And I think this is now a little bit too glossy, that's for sure. So let's go up with the roughness here to something like this. And let's first of all, let's really, I mean, we need to, since we're not making an animation or something like that, we really need to make this here kind of appealing only for our shot. So let's just select this here for now. And let's take this and let's rotate this thing. Oh, I think I'm still in UV mapping mode here. So let's rotate this thing and bring it somehow into our shot where we want to have it. Maybe like this, bring it a little bit more up. And then we need to make sure that the back is also hitting the floor, of course. And let's bring it back down. I think really that octane The Octane window is somehow in place here, so let's just change it like this around. And let's make sure that both ends are really hitting the floor here. So we need to turn it a little bit more like this, and even a little bit more like this. Now we can bring it down, back again. I mean, there are nice plugins where you can really align things to the floor somehow, but if you rotate it like that, they probably won't help anyway. But there are some nice plugins where you can really place things exactly onto the floor. So just that you know, things like that are available. Or available. Okay. Still a little bit of rotating here. Let's bring it back down again. Yeah, okay, now we're looking good. I think now almost both things are hitting the floor. And now we need to turn it in so we can see this a little bit better. Maybe like this somehow, and bring it maybe a little bit more into the back. Maybe not. Let's maybe leave it like this. I mean, this is now really, really big. Let's just check it how it does look for now. Even though we're probably not fine with the result yet, but let's just take a closer look. And this gets a lot of reflection and also looks kind of big, I think. And this is really something I don't like yet. Really, really not. Looks like absolutely nothing, which is kind of bad. Let's maybe bring the index up here to something like 8. Maybe this will help to get us here a little bit more kind of a reflection. Yes, it does. But the light is really hitting hard here. Really, really hitting this hard, which is not so good. We might need to block some light here to get a little bit more of our silverish color in here. We might have to put up a plane for this thing or block it somehow from the light. Let's go file save for now, but we definitely have to change this. Or we could really go low with the index, but this should really not be the way to go. Doesn't even help to bring in here some reflections. This doesn't have many reflections, that's why it looks really, really flat when the light hits it. So let's go back up with 8 so I can see a little bit better when what I'm doing when I'm blocking here some light. So let's just simply bring in a plane and scale it down a little bit. And now we need to see that we're not blocking the other boxes, but that we're really blocking somehow some of the light that is hitting this thing down here that we just created. So let's bring up this plane and let's see what this plane really does to our scene. Interesting. Okay, absolutely nothing. Let's go really close with the plane. This always helps, of course. Something like this. And let's make this... might get the light from over there, right? I guess so. Okay. Let's see if the light really gets blocked now. Let's make the plane invisible. So let's put an Octane object tag on it and visibility, camera visibility off. I just want to see what it looks like. I mean, this is way too close. We probably will not work with this, but I want to see how much light gets blocked. No light gets blocked or what? Really? Let's maybe we need to set up another light here only for this thing. I think it's only getting a light from the HDRI right now. So let's go create light, area light. Cinema of the Octane light tag. Make this smaller. And let's bring it here into the back. Somehow like this. Maybe a little bit over here. Maybe like this. And let's bring it a little bit more upwards. No, let's just leave it like that, maybe for now. Doesn't really matter. And let's see what we get. I mean, this is way too bright now, that's for sure. Power 100 will, yeah, not do what we want it to do. Let's go a little bit down here. A little bit more down. Okay, let's bring it more into the back. And let's bring it more to the left. More into the back and more to the left. still too bright. Let's try it with 0.5 here. Let me go back into the camera and let's see what this looks like on this thing. Let's maybe just... Maybe this is the wrong way to go. Let's maybe just try to rotate this thing here a little bit around. Let's go... Let's take this here, this mesh, and let's go mesh center axis 2. Okay, this doesn't really help at the moment, but anyway. Let's just rotate this out here a little bit more. We can later on bring it into place here, something like this. Maybe something like this, and now we should get somehow... Because now it's also reflecting a little bit something, and it's a little bit lit, and so on, but it doesn't look too good right now. Maybe let's try it like this. We should see this a little bit, and it should also look appealing, of course. So this is just what we need here. Right now it doesn't really look like anything. I mean, I have really... this is not good. This is not good. Maybe let's try to get here the specular depth a little bit more. Let's maybe go with 25 and also with diffuse depth to 25. I just want to see if I can get in more, but 16 should be more than enough normally to really get the bounces here, all the stuff that is bouncing around, really. Let's maybe change places. Let's bring it to the left side. I really want to make this work now. Otherwise I'm going nuts. Nuts. Here it looks really good. I mean, now we're getting really this material that we're looking for. And as soon as we turn this in here, it gets completely destroyed. Because the light is just hitting too hard on it. I mean, it's okay if it's at some point it's hitting this. This is not cool. Really not. Let me get rid of the bump for now. Let's try it like this. Let me get rid of the bump. And let me make this really, really glossy here. What is it reflecting? Some kind of brownish thing. And the index is 8. Okay. And let's rotate this around here again. It's really reflecting something from the HDRI. I mean, yeah, and here we start to getting some better reflections. Maybe let's just turn off the HDRI. Let's turn back in the bump. Here, and let's bring this over here. Let's just simply go back. Let's bring this back into place where it was before. So really on the right side. It was lying down there. Okay, and a little bit into the camera, yes. And there's still some light hitting this so hard. Which light is it? Please. Please, please. Now all lights are turned off. Okay, the HDRI is not turned off. Yeah, it's still the HDRI, of course. So if I'm turning this on, it might be okay. We just have to switch the HDRI around a little bit more to really make this look good here. So let's just make here some slight changes. Should have done this in the first place anyway. But yeah. Yeah, so we get a little bit something, but I still want to have this more reflective, I think. Right now it's a little bit too less reflective. Let's go down with the 0.16. Let's see what this looks like. We need to change here a little bit more the HDRI, otherwise I think we will never be happy with this material. I mean, which would come really handy in here would be CurseStudio, which I have installed. This would really, really help to light up this scene. I think like this it also looks kind of okay, but not okay enough. Maybe like this. Maybe now we're getting here something that I like. I think this could be it. I think this could be it. And I think I wanna... yeah, this could really be it. I think I want to pump the Nespresso thing a little bit more. Let me try this quickly. Let's maybe turn this to 0.1. I really want this to stand out a little bit, so we really can see this logo and not go in. Maybe it should really go out. So let's uncheck invert. And now it just needs a lot of samples here because this is also some kind of anisotropic map now. So Octane definitely needs some time to calculate this here. I will just make a full render of this and then we have a closer look at it and see if we can make small and slight changes to make something a little bit better. One last thing before I send this to rendering, I think I want to make this N a little bit bigger. We just have to go with the whole texture size of this Nespresso a little bit bigger, otherwise this doesn't make me happy, I guess. So let me... now we can't really see this good because it's so black. Let's maybe disable all the lights. Let's see if we can see them more in the scene. No, we can't. Okay, that's not good. No projection. Let's clear this here. Clear. Go back down to transform and bring this up to 0.8 maybe. Now I have to jump out of my camera and really, hopefully you can see here a little bit something what's going on. No, I can't, which is not good. Normally when you turn on the lights you should at least see something, but this is just not the case right now. And here's complete shadow in the scene. Maybe there is this light. Where is this again? Shadows, post effects, noises. No. I mean, yeah, it's okay. Back face default light. Yes. Can we change this here a little bit around? No. My man. Why? Let me just bring this into a new scene. Edit copy and file new. Edit paste. Hopefully we can see something now. No. Let's maybe delete all the other materials. Maybe this will help. And let's get rid of this bump here. I just want to search for the values that I need. Why is there no bump map now? Oh, here we go. Okay, let's get rid of this bump map here. That is now completely black. Okay, it's not loaded anymore. Okay. And let's just copy this to the diffuse. Paste channel. Yeah, thanks. Okay. And now I can adjust this here a little bit better and see which values I need. Or maybe not. Hello? Oh, come on. Be nice. Be nice, Octane, really. Okay. I could have also just simply looked it up in the viewport. I mean, this was also my mistake, but yeah. What can you do? Okay, like this, and then bring it over like this. But now the rest really looks kind of crazy, I think. Let's try this 0.4, maybe let's go really slow so we just bring up. This also doesn't look good. I mean, really kind of hard to get this value here that I like, to be honest. This is not cool. I really want to have this like, you know, it has to be perfect always. 0.6 is not really a good value. Maybe let's first of all maybe change this here back to 100 or maybe to 0 and everything else back to 100, so we can just simply make the scaling here. Make the scaling really low. Okay, even lower. And then like this. Okay, this is way too small now. Let's go like this and like this and then change this here around. And bring this up. This is now way too big. Let's bring this down. Come on. Yeah, it's also kind of hard with this when it's so small, really, to get this into place. This is really kind of an... Maybe we should just leave it like that. I mean, no, forget about it. Really forget about it. I don't think this makes any sense now to really change this around for 100 times. I mean, it should make some sense, but in the end, I don't really think I can find right now the right value. But we should be fine anyway. I don't think... I mean, this Nespresso logo also should really be lit up pretty good, so we can see it a little bit better. Well, because right now we can only read this espresso thing, and I really want to see the Nestle logo as well, because this... I mean, if the client can't see his logo, he will probably go crazy, and right now we can't really see it. This is because of the reflection. We might have to change down the HDRI a little bit more. Might also look better when this gets a little bit cleaner here, but we could try to push down the HDRI just a little bit, maybe 0.184. Let's maybe start with 0.82. So we get here a little bit more light in. Maybe this helps. To get this here we have not a logo that's not even in place. I don't know why it's floating around over here. This is crazy. Maybe I did change the values before. Did I do something crazy here? Okay, let's maybe just change this down to 0.6 here back again. I think then it was in place. 0.6 or 0.5 it was. Then we should see the logo here in the middle. At least I hope so. We really need to let this clean up a little bit more, otherwise I can't see anything. I mean, I can see it here, down here a little bit. Let's maybe just make it really small. Let's just go 0.4, 0.4. Doesn't matter if the logo is in the middle right now, just hopefully we can see it somewhere, which we probably can because we have a lot of repetitions here. So it should be... I will just simply render this and we'll look at this when it's done. Okay, looking good so far, I think. The only thing that I want to change is a little bit of this bump here. I think here it's a little bit too crazy maybe. I mean, here it might be okay, but on the green and on the rose gold one, I really want to change it down. Just to have not everything look the same, let's say it like that. And let's maybe also rotate this a little bit here on this orange one, because right now the strokes are everywhere the same. So as soon as we change here the bump a little bit, so just simply change the offset here in this direction, maybe like, I don't know, for 38%, we should get a little bit of a different bump than here, because they're just simply on this part, they're just simply other strokes. And here on the rose gold one, I just wanna go down a little bit. And here I want to change the color. Even though this is, I think, perfectly cut off, we should still go violet here. Let's look at the picture view if we can really see anything. Window, capsule, picture viewer. No, I mean, yeah, a little bit. So we might need to go violet here. That's for sure. So we just simply, first of all, yeah, let's change the bump of the rose gold one. Let's go down here really, really low, like 0.01. And the same as the green one. 0.01 here as well. Let's save this. And let's just rose gold, orange gold. We should delete this map here. We don't need this anymore. This one is our bump map. We can leave this here. And let's just copy this complete gold thing here. And let's go layer, add to new layer violet. Let's call this violet quickly. Violet. And yeah, let's start to change this here. Clean violet. And we need to get here somehow some color in, of course. And let's just simply try it with our, or maybe let me just copy this color here quickly. Darker. too dark. Something like this. Okay, maybe a little bit more like this. Okay, so we have here 47, 21, and 74. 47, 21, and 74. 47, 21, 47, 21, and 74, right? 21 and 74, okay. Okie dokie. And the same one, what was it again? 47, 21, and 74, okay. And let's do this here. 47, 21, and 74. And maybe let's set the color here off again a little bit. So sorry for this little, I think a friend of mine just called me today's soccer match, Austria against Serbia, and really want to watch it. I'm really into football, so I'm really sorry. This is really the only time where I have my phone turned on when it's all about football, so yeah, really sorry about that. Where was I? Yes, violet color. So we still need to rename this, by the way. Bump violet, and I think we need to change the plastic here a little bit off. This was what I was supposed to do. So let's go 45 here, 26 here, and 70 here. So we get a little bit of a different color in. And then we rename this here Bump Mix Violet. And also here Clean Mix Violet. Everything else should be named correct. No, this is not plastic violet. Okay, and let's in the bump and the plastic, and in the clean and the plastic, and then the clean mix here. Which one is it? This one, I guess. Yes, violet. And then clean mix here, and bump mix here. Yes. And we could change the camera a little bit more to the right so we can see a little bit more of this violet color. I mean, this will also change a little bit the reflection here of the silver, but I think not too much. So I think we might still be fine. So let's go like this. Okay. And if this is not okay, we just simply go back. Let's put the protection tag on it. And I'll let this render till it's finished, and then we'll see what we get. I mean, it was just a quick test render now. I think I want to cut this off a little bit more. So let's delete the protection tag and go a little bit more to the left. Maybe 0. Hard to tell, 0.5. Maybe 0.5 might be good. Okay. And let's render this. So we just want to show you this quickly so we're on the same page when we're doing the final rendering here for this shot. Yeah, I think this looks okay. That's fine. Okay, so the render has finished, and I think we're looking pretty good. I think that's fine with me. We'll just save this out as a 16-bit TIFF and save this quickly here. Okay, and let's load this up in Photoshop and make a little bit of post work. Maybe just a bit for, I don't know, contrast, a little bit of the colors, because I think the gold one is a little bit far off from the original. Let's load up the original as well. Boom. Where we got it? Here. Okay. So we just simply can take a look at this as well. Well, let me put this time. Yeah, maybe let's leave it on this screen, because the other screen is not color calibrated, which sometimes can be a little bit a mess then to find the right colors. So camera raw filter, and let's just simply try to make here a little bit more contrast. I definitely want to have more contrast here, I think. Maybe like this. Let's push the highlights a little bit less, maybe. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay at 0 or -1. Shadows we could make a little bit cleaner, but I think I like it like this. Whites is basically the same like highlights, not really, but somehow. Clarity, we could change the clarity a little bit more in this direction, so we get a little bit more, yeah, clarity. I think something like this might look okay. Okay. And I could also change the vibrancy a little bit down. Maybe that's not the best idea. Maybe just a little bit Oh no, let's leave it for now. Saturation is okay, I think. We could leave this here. Now I really just only want to change the gold color here a little bit. So let's try if we can control only the gold colors. Let's probably the yellows. Yes, we can. This also changes here. A little bit the green, of course, in the background. So we need to really do this just a little bit. Seems like it's getting a lot of reflections from this one as well. So let's maybe go like this. Maybe that's not the right color yet. Maybe change the saturation here also. A little bit of the yellow. We're getting closer and closer. Luminance is probably something that we don't need to change. Let's jump back into the hue and let's try to find this color. Not really there. Maybe here, but here would change the orange one a little bit. I think the orange one was pretty perfect. Yeah, maybe a little bit less orange. Maybe something like this. That's not good. Maybe just the saturation here, a little bit off. A little bit like this. So not so saturated, and this here a little bit more saturated, the yellow one. Yeah, might look okay. But now also the green gets here really harsh highlights, so I think we just have to leave this and would really need to change this maybe inside of Cinema 4D, to be honest. Because otherwise the reflection here in the back really looks awful. What we also could do, of course, we could tweak in a little bit of an vignetting, because we don't have any vignetting yet. I'll zoom a little bit in, but look at this, this looks really good. Really good, I like it. Like it a lot. Let's bring in a little bit of a vignette. Maybe not too much, maybe just a little bit. Just like this, slightly. Slight vignette. Maybe it doesn't even look so good. Maybe a white vignette. Let's just turn in a little bit of a black vignette. Yeah, like this. Just slightly, really a little bit, okay. And I want to bring this a little bit more in the cooler direction. I think this will look pretty cool on this shot if we change here a little bit around in the blue channel. So let's just open up the curves and let's just make this a little bit more colder. Maybe like this, yes. I mean, this goes a little bit more into the greenish direction, of course, but I think it looks pretty cool. That's maybe too much. Maybe let's bring it a little bit into the greenish direction, something like this. Let me jump into the green channel as well, and let me change here a few things around. That's too much. Okay, maybe like this. Whoop. Nope, that's not a good idea. Okay, and last but not least, the red channel. So we could make this a little bit warmish here. I don't really think I like that a lot. Maybe let's just leave this here. Bring this in here. Maybe not. Maybe let's just leave it like that. Let's click OK. And let's go back and let's see which shot looks better. I think the original does look better, so we don't really need a lot of grading. Maybe just let me go back into the blue channel. Let me try this again. Blue. Let's see. Maybe like this. That's too much. Maybe like this. Maybe like this. Yeah, okay. Maybe here the shadows a little bit like this. A little bit more greenish, the shadows. But also have a little bit something. Maybe like this, okay. And let's go levels. Still want to adjust the levels a little bit as well. Maybe bring this up here a little bit, the highlights. Let's change this here. No, that's way too much. Maybe like this. Okay. Well, the highlights in the back really burn out extremely If we change this here, okay. I think like that it might be okay. And we can also, if we want to have a little bit of a general different color, we can go photo filter, make this completely more warmish, or maybe take a different filter. E1, like really bluish here. I like this as well, maybe not so much. This greenish filter also has a little bit something. The cyan filter looks really nice, I think. Let's play here with the density. I think I love it. I do think I love it. We might also can play a little bit around with lens correction to get maybe a little bit of a nicer look here. Choose a camera model, let's go Canon. Camera model EOS 5D Mark II. And this was a 50mm that we did use, I think, for this shot. 18 to 50mm. I don't even think we didn't change anything here, really. Let's go back. No, we didn't really change anything. Anything else we could do here? Maybe let's make here another layer over it, over this. Let's make a new layer and make it completely white. Just want to bring in maybe a little bit of diffusion. And let's just set here the opacity down. So here we can see we can get a little bit of this, I don't know, a little bit diffusion in, something like this. Yeah, I like this a lot. Okay, and I think we are pretty much good to go. I think this is a pretty nice shot, to be honest. I mean, we could have worked on it a little bit more and get this texture here a little bit better in, and also adjust the lighting here a little bit better on this thing. The only thing that I might want to change a little bit more is really the highlights, maybe. Let's go a little bit more down with the highlights. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer right now. Because here it really gets burned out a lot and I don't really like this. Yeah, but it takes away too much if we change the highlights. I think we just have to live with that. Maybe we could still change the temperature even a little bit more. No, I think it was okay. Let's hit OK. Let's go one back. Does this look better? Does this look better? I think both have a little bit something of its own, but I think this looks a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, so this was the Nespresso shot for now. I think we did pretty well and pretty good. We figured this out pretty good, how the materials are made and how we can create this kind of metal plastic material by mixing things together and then really setting up a somehow appealing shot. Even though this looks a little bit like space Nespresso, but if they ever do maybe a space advertisement, this looks like almost kind on Mars. So I really like this a lot, to be honest. So yeah, I think you really learned a little bit something. If there was something too complicated or something you didn't understand or whatsoever, please jump over to the forum, ask questions, request a tutorial, tell me what I can do better. I mean, this course is going on for 1 year now, so there is definitely a lot, really a lot that we have to discuss all together, of course, to make this better, to make this a better experience for you. If everything was fine, then really cool, but if something didn't really fit or wasn't too good, then just simply tell me, please. So I really hope you learned a little bit something, and I catch you really soon.